Good morning, my dear students. So, let us continue our story that we started 4 days ago. The enemy. It is a long story, but it is an interesting story. What we have read so far, we have read that the American prisoner of war had been carried by Shadow and his wife into their home, and they informed about the man to their servants, and they thought that they would help them in treating that American soldier, and they thought it because they wanted to hand him over to the army, to the police. But the servants were not literate people, they were illiterate, and they thought it a wrong thing, a crime against the law of their country. That's why they revolted. Yumi, who was obedient, refused to wash the American prisoner of war. So we have read so far. Let us continue. When Yumi had denied to wash the wound of that American soldier, Hana asked her to go away from there and start doing her own job. And when she had gone, Yumi was alone with the American man. But earlier she was afraid of being alone with that American prisoner of war in the room. But now she was not, because she was full of anger at Yumi. That's why she had stayed there in the room. And she was angry because of the stubbornness of Yumi. So we have to study, we have to read from this point. Let us continue. Stupid Yumi, she muttered fiercely, angrily. In is this anything but a man, and a wounded, helpless man? She was talking with herself, and she was saying, ये अमेरिकन एक आदमी ही तो है, he is a human being, and now he was wounded, so it was their duty to help him. Being a human being, they should help him. In the conviction of her own belief, conviction means belief, in the conviction of her own superiority, being superior means she thought herself to be superior. She bent impulsively. Impulsively means without thinking. It was more because of subconscious mind, not because of conscious mind. She didn't know what she was doing. It was without any intention. Impulsively, बिना सोचे समझे, instinctively we can say. And she bent impulsively and untied the knotted rugs. Untied, she unfolded the knotted means bound rugs, clothes that kept the white man covered. When she had his breast bare, she dipped the small clean towel that Yumi had brought into the steaming hot water and washed his face carefully. The man's skin, though rough with exposure to sunlight, exposure to pollution, exposure to outside world. So the man's skin, because of exposure, was of a fine texture. The skin was of fine formation and must have been very blonde. Blonde means uh, we can say fair, golden yellow. When he was a child, she was thinking that at the time of birth that boy must have been very blonde, but now his skin was not so clean or fair because of exposure to outside world. While she was thinking these thoughts, though not really liking the man better now that he was no longer a child, she was thinking about his childhood. But as he was a grown up man now, so there was no reason to like him as a child. She kept on washing him until his upper body was quite clean. But she dared not turn him over. Why did she not dare? Because there was a wound of bullet at his backside. That's why she could not dare. Where was Sadao? Now her anger was ebbing. Ebbing means decreasing. Now her anger was decreasing. And she was anxious. She was in tension again. And she rose. Which kind of tension? Because she came to her senses now. Her anger had gone. And now she remembered that she was alone with that American man, and she rose, wiping her hands on the wrong towel. Because of tension, she wiped her hands with the same towel with which she washed the American prisoner of war. Then, lest the man be chilled, she put the quilt over him. She covered the white man with the quilt so that he does not get chilled because of cold, cold weather. Sadao, she called softly. He had been about to come in when she called. His hand had been on the door, and now he opened it. She saw that he had brought his surgeon's emergency bag and that he wore his surgeon's coat. He was already prepared for surgery. You have decided to operate? She cried. Yes, he said shortly. He turned his back to her and unfolded a sterilized towel. Sterilized means pure. Sterilized towel or sterilized instrument is that instrument which is free of any bacteria or virus. Doctors have to sterilize their all equipments before they use it for a patient. And how do they do this? They either boil those things or they just use any chemical to sterilize these things. So it the towel was sterilized. It means either it was washed or it was boiled upon the floor, and after boiling it must have been dried upon the floor on the of the tokonoma alcove. Tokonoma alcove, we can say, is a thing, is a slab in the wall or uh, in the room where some ornaments, flowers vase can be put, and put his instrument out upon it. He spread them and put them all on this alcove. Fetch towels, he said. Bring towels. She went obediently, but how anxious now? How tensed now? She was now tensed. Why was she tensed? Because her husband had decided to operate to the linen shelves. Where did she go? She went to the linen shelves and took out the towels. There ought also to be old pieces of mat, so that the blood would not ruin the fine floor covering. She was thinking about her uh, room's mat so that it would not be spoiled because of the flowing of blood. She went out to the back veranda where the gardener kept strips of matting with which to protect delicate means uh, very soft, or we can say very tender shrubs. Shrubs means छोटे छोटे पौधे झाड़ियाँ on cold nights, and took on an armful of them. She had brought these pieces of mat so that she could spread them on the floor, on the mat, so that mat the main mat under these mattings would not be spoiled. But when she went back into the room, she saw this was useless. Which was useless? Her act of bringing the pieces of mat was useless. Why? Because the blood had already soaked through the packing in the man's wound and had ruined the mat under him. So she's found that the blood already had spoiled the mat. Oh, the mat, she cried. Yes, it is ruined, Sadao replied, as though he didn't care. Help me to turn him, he commanded her. It does not mean that he didn't care about the mat, but at this time, his main concern was to save the life of that American prisoner of war. These kind of people are completely engrossed to their work when they are doing this kind of work. Surgeons, scientists, they just think about only one thing which they are busy in. So he didn't have any time to think about the mat. She obeyed him without a word, and he began to wash the man's back carefully. Yumi would not wash him, she said. She informed her husband that Yumi denied washing the American. Did you wash him then? Sadao asked, not stopping for a moment his swift, concise movements. Swift means very rapid, concise means completely perfect movements, means those movements which had no error. She said, yes, she said. He did not seem to hear her, but she was used to his absorption. Absorption means commitment when he was at work. Absorption means being absorbed in something, busy hona, talleen hona, completely engrossed hona. He was always busy, he was always engrossed in his work, and she had been aware of it. That's why she was used to this kind of absorption. Which kind of absorption are we talking about? It seemed that Shadao did not hear her. हाना को लगा होगा कि सडाओ सुन नहीं रहा है उसकी बात को, और ऐसा जनरली लगता था हाना को. दैट्स वाई शी डिडंट केयर अबाउट इट, शी वॉज यूज्ड टू इट. एंड इट वॉज बिकॉज ऑफ सडाओज बीइंग एब्जॉर्ब्ड टू हिज वर्क. अपने काम में लगे होने की वजह से ऐसा लगता था. शी वंडर्ड फॉर अ मोमेंट if it mattered to him. What was the body upon which he worked so long, as it was for the work he did so excellently? Now Hannah had a question in her mind कि सदाओ को कभी फ़र्क भी पड़ता है इस बात से कि जिस बंदे का वो ट्रीटमेंट कर रहा है, जिसको वो ऑपरेशन कर रहा है, वो कौन है, दुश्मन है या दोस्त है, या सिर्फ अपने काम में इतना लगनशील हो था वो कि उसको अपने काम को परफेक्ट करने की बस एक धुन सवार होती थी और उसे कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता था उसके सामने जिस जो इंसान पड़ा है वो दुश्मन है या दोस्त है, बस उसका ऑपरेशन करना है, परफेक्टली करना है. इट मीन्स शी वॉज ट्राइंग टू फाइंड द आंसर कि वो अपने काम को अच्छे ढंग से करने में लगा होता था, उसे क्या फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता था इस बात का कि जो सामने है वो दोस्त है या दुश्मन है. बट आई थिंक doctors face this problem, and it is, I have heard many time from people or from doctors also, and I have read also that whenever a doctor has to operate his own close relative, he needs a strong heart. Many doctors deny. They can stand there, they can help in this procedure, but they can't operate. उनके हाथ कांपने लगते हैं. And if they are operating their enemy, at that time also they can be uh, full of anger. It may be that they take revenge. So डॉक्टर्स भी तो इंसान हैं, उनके भी तो इमोशंस होते हैं. जब तक माइंड से इंसान काम कर रहा है ना, तब तक तो ठीक होगा. इमोशंस जब आ जाएंगे तो डेफिनेटली एक अच्छे से अच्छा इंसान भी गड़बड़ी कर सकता है. और इसलिए बोला गया, व्हेन यू आर हैविंग अ पोस्ट ऑफ रेप्यूट, अगर आप किसी ऊंचे पद पे बैठे हो और आप अपने रिलेटिव्स के बारे में सोचने लग जाओ, उनका फ़ायदा करने के बारे में सोचने लग जाओ, देन यू विल डू मिस्टेक्स एंड you would be facing the challenge लोग आपको आपकी ईमानदारी पे सवाल उठाना शुरू कर देंगे। एंड यू नो व्हाट इज़ द रीज़न बिहाइंड इट, बिकॉज ऑफ बीइंग इमोशनल, बिकॉज ऑफ बीइंग हेल्पफुल टुवर्ड्स योर फ्रेंड्स, और बिकॉज ऑफ फुल ऑफ एनमिटी। अगर आप दुश्मनी से भरे हो, रिवेंज से भरे हो, तो भी आप गलत डिसीजन ले सकते हो। डॉक्टर्स के साथ भी तो ऐसा होता है, दे आर ऑल्सो ह्यूमन बींग्स। बट शी इज आस्किंग, क्या उसको फ़र्क पड़ता है? पड़ता तो होगा, बट हेयर ही वॉज नॉट थिंकिंग हिम हिज एनिमी। उसने उसका पर्सनली तो कुछ नहीं बिगाड़ा है भाई, देश का दुश्मन है, पर्सनली तो कुछ नहीं बिगाड़ा। अगर पर्सनली कुछ बिगाड़ा होता, डेफिनेटली उसके मन में ग्रज होती। सो फर्क तो पड़ता होगा, बट देर वॉज नो आंसर, ओनली हाना वॉज थिंकिंग अबाउट इट। यू विल हैव टू गिव द एनेस्थेटिक इफ ही नीड्स इट, ही सेड। सडाव सेड कि हाना को एनेस्थेटिक देना पड़ेगा। व्हाट इज एनेस्थेटिक? एनेस्थेटिक इज अ chemical that is used to make a person or a creature unconscious, or we can say unaware to pain। मीन्स आप दर्द कम करने के लिए उसको यूज़ किया जाता है, बिकॉज ऑपरेशन के दौरान अगर दर्द हो जाए पेशेंट को तो उठेगा, हिलेगा, देन ऑपरेशन वुड नॉट बी डन इन द प्रॉपर वे। आई, शी रिपीटेड blankly। blankly मीन्स शी हैड नथिंग टू से, बट नेवर हैव आई, पर मैंने तो कभी दिया ही नहीं। शी वॉज नॉट अ मेडिकल स्टूडेंट, शी वॉज अ नॉन मेडिको। एंड you know that medical students are generally given this kind of practice, even school in schools also, 11th and 12th classes में स्टूडेंट्स को कभी कभी प्रैक्टिकल जब कराए जाते हैं बायोलॉजी लैब में, दे आर गिवन दिस काइंड ऑफ ट्रेनिंग, एनेस्थेटिक दिया जाता है। ऑल्दो आजकल ये चीज़ें थोड़ा सा कम हो गए हैं, गवर्नमेंट्स हैव बैन इट, because earlier students could use rats, they could use lizards or frogs for their experiments, and they used anesthetic before just operating these creatures. They just cut them, but before that they used anesthetic, but this is illegal now। किसी क्रिएचर की, उसके पास तो एक ही जान है, और उसको ऐसे भाई पकड़ करके आप अपना एक्सपेरिमेंट करने के लिए यूज़ कर लेते हो, दैट इज़ नॉट फेयर। सो दे आर banned, these kind of things are banned। I, she repeated blankly, but never have I। It is easy enough, he said impatiently। उसने बड़े ही impatiently बोला, अरे आसान है, मतलब because he was busy in the operation and he needed someone's help, and she was just questioning। वो कह रही थी मैंने तो किया ही नहीं कभी। and the doctor was not thinking at this point that anyone could question her or question him, that's why he said it is easy enough। He was taking out the packing now, and the blood began to flow more quickly। He peered, he looked intently into the wound, with the bright surgeon's light fastened bound on his forehead. The bullet is still there, he said with cool interest. Now I wonder how deep this rock wound is। So he was thinking about the rock wound, जो चट्टान के कट से वोंड बना है वो कितना गहरा है। ही वॉज ट्राइंग जस्ट थिंकिंग अबाउट इट। इफ इट इज़ नॉट टू डीप, इट मे बी दैट आई कैन गेट द बुलेट, बट द ब्लीडिंग इज़ नॉट सुपरफिशियल। वो ये कह रहा है कि भाई चट्टान का जो घाव है शायद वो गहरा, अगर गहरा नहीं हुआ है तो मैं गोली निकाल सकता हूँ, लेकिन लगता नहीं है ये गहरा नहीं होगा, क्योंकि ब्लीडिंग जो है वो सुपरफिशियल नहीं है। सुपरफिशियल मीन्स इट इज़ नॉट आउटर, बाहर से नहीं ब्लीडिंग हो रही है, अंदर से हो रही है। सुपरफिशियल का मतलब होता है आउटर, सतह पे हो, बाहर ही हो। बट इट वॉज नॉट सुपरफिशियल, इट मीन्स इट वॉज इंटरनल ब्लीडिंग। ही हैज़ लॉस्ट मच ब्लड। एट दिस मोमेंट हाना चॉक्ड, हानाज throat choked, she was not able to breathe। He looked up and saw her face the color of sulfur, her face was yellow, like her blood pressure had fallen। And it is usually when you are going to be unconscious, or you have seen something that has made you a little dizzy. Don't faint, he said sharply. He said it angrily. Don't faint. He did not put down his exploring instrument जिससे वो एक्सप्लोर कर रहा था घाव के अंदर. He didn't put it down. If I stop now, the man will surely die. Why was he saying this? भाई अभी फेंट मत होना, अगर तुम फेंट होगे तो तुम्हें देखना पड़ेगा, मुझे तुम्हारी केयर करनी पड़ेगी. और इट मीन्स आई विल हैव टू स्टॉप दिस थिंग इन बिटवीन. इस बंदे को छोड़ना पड़ेगा, रुकना पड़ेगा, और ऐसा मैं कर नहीं सकता हूँ. What does it mean? It means if I stop now, he would certainly die. She clapped her hands to her mouth and leaped up. And leaped up means jumped up and ran out of the room. Outside in the garden, he heard her retching. Retching means vomiting. He heard the voice of vomiting outside the garden. But he went on with his work. He could not stop now. He could not go out to help his wife. It will be better for her to empty her stomach, he thought. He had forgotten that, of course, she had never seen an operation. But her distress, but her grief, and his inability to go to her at once made him impatient and irritable. सो द डॉक्टर वॉज इम्पेशेंट एंड इरिटेबल. वो चिढ़ गया और थोड़ा सा अधीर हो गया. क्यों? बिकॉज ही वॉन्टेड टू हेल्प हिज वाइफ नाउ. शी वॉज इन ग्रीफ, शी वॉज इन प्रॉब्लम, बट ही कुड नॉट डू दैट, एंड इट वॉज बिकॉज ऑफ द प्रिजनर ऑफ वॉर. और उसी वजह से, क्योंकि वो उसको छोड़ नहीं सकता था वहाँ पर, वो ऑपरेशन जो उसने स्टार्ट किया था, एक एक सेकंड कीमती थी. दैट्स वाई ही कुड नॉट हेल्प हिज वाइफ. बट अब चाहता तो वो मन से अपनी वाइफ की ही हेल्प करना था, बट वो नहीं कर पाया. इससे वो चिड़चिड़ा हो गया, थोड़ा इम्पेशेंट हो गया. विद दिस मैन, उस आदमी के प्रति चिड़चिड़ा हो गया. कौन सा आदमी? हु ले लाइक डेड अंडर हिज नाइफ, जो बिल्कुल मरे हुए की तरह उसके चाकू के नीचे पड़ा हुआ था. दिस मैन, ही थॉट, देयर इज नो रीजन अंडर हेवन व्हाई ही शुड लिव. व्हाट इज दिस? ये आदमी कह रहा है इस धरती के ऊपर कोई ऐसा एक भी ऐसा रीजन नहीं है जो ये कह दे कि भाई ये इंसान जीवित बचेगा. पहला तो रीज़न ये है कि भाई वो जापान में है, अमेरिकन प्रिजनर ऑफ वॉर है. देयर वॉज नॉट एनी चांस ऑफ हिज बीइंग एस्केप, बीइंग फ्री ऑफ डेंजर. वो पूरे 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 चांस थे उसके मरने के. गोली लगी हुई थी, इतनी सारी ब्लीडिंग हो चुकी थी. दैट वाज ऑल्सो रीज़न. तीसरा, एक एक सेकंड कीमती थी. अगर वो उसको छोड़ दे बीच में, उसके ऑपरेशन को रोक दे थोड़ी देर के लिए, तो भी वो मरेगा. सो रीज़न तो है ही नहीं कि जीवित कैसे बचेगा. इतनी क्रिटिकल कंडीशन में है, ऑपरेशन सक्सेसफुल हो जाता है और वो बच जाता है. देन ऑल्सो ही इज़ नॉट फ्री ऑफ डेंजर, because he would be handed over to police. Then he will die. So there is no reason कि ये बचेगा. Unconsciously this thought made him ruthless. Ruthless means cruel. Ruthless is that person who does his work without thinking, and he does it impatiently, violently. And he proceeded swiftly. Proceeded means he kept doing his work rapidly. And when you are treating someone who is wounded, and your swift movements would make it very painful for that person. In his dream, the man moaned, the man cried, but Sadao paid no heed. Sadao paid no attention except to mutter at him, except to say something. क्या कहा भाई? उसको दर्द तो हुआ जब डॉक्टर ने अपना काम जल्दी जल्दी करना शुरू किया, और अमेरिकन प्रिजनर ऑफ वॉर को जब जब दर्द हुआ उसने कराहना शुरू भी किया, बट सदाव नहीं रुका। सदाव ने उसको कुछ कहा। क्या कहा? ग्रॉन, क्राई, ही मटर्ड। ग्रॉन इफ यू लाइक। ग्रॉन तभी करता है इंसान जब दर्द में होता है। कराहना बोलते हैं इसको। आई एम नॉट डूइंग दिस फॉर माई ओन प्लेजर, माई ओन हैप्पीनेस। इनफैक्ट आई डो नॉट नो वाई आई एम डूइंग इट। सच में मैं जानता नहीं हूँ मैं क्यों कर रहा हूँ। डू यू हैव द आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन? डॉक्टर सदाव क्यों कर रहा है ये? द आंसर इज सिंपल एनफ, बिकॉज ही इज अ डॉक्टर। इट इज हिज ड्यूटी टू सेव द लाइफ ऑफ अ wounded person, and above it, Dr. Sadav was a human being. He put humanity above all things. That's why he was doing this. And he was doing it instinctively. उसे खुद भी नहीं पता। मेंटली ही डिडंट नो दैट। इंस्टिंक्टिवली और मेंटली में दोनों में डिफरेंस होता है। आप कुछ काम अपने दिमाग से सोच के अगर देखो ना तो करोगे नहीं, बट फिर भी आप कर देते हो। इट इज़ इंस्टिंक्टिवली। आपका मन कहता है, आपकी अंतरात्मा कहती है उस काम को करने के लिए। आपका माइंड तो ये कहता है कि ठीक नहीं है करना, बट फिर भी आप कर देते हो। दैट इज़ इंस्टिंक्टिवली। वो आपका नेचर है। और वो नेचर जो है वो जनरली बहुत सारे लोग तो जान ही नहीं पाते हैं अपने नेचर को। So doctor was also not clear what his nature was, but he was a good person. He was a good human being. His wife was also a good human being. They thought about humanity first, not about country first. And if every person in every country becomes like them, there would not be any war. There would not be any fight. There would not be any fight with neighbors, let alone countries. आपके पड़ोसी से लड़ाई नहीं होगी आपकी, क्योंकि वैसे पड़ोसियों से लड़ाई ना होना, पड़ोसियों से मतभेद ना होना बड़ी डिफ़िकल्ट चीज़ होती है। चाहे पड़ोसी महात्मा गांधी भी क्यों ना हो, महात्मा गांधी के भी पड़ोसी को डेफिनेटली कोई ना कोई शिकायत रही होगी महात्मा गांधी से। पड़ोसियों की सारी बातें पता होती है ना। वही कहते हैं दूर के ढोल सुहावने लगते हैं। भाई जब हम इंसान के किसी के पास रहते हैं तो उसकी कमियां हमें फिर दिखाई देती हैं, तो वो कमियां फिर हमें उस इंसान के साथ मतभेद करा ही देती हैं। Let us continue. The door opened and there was Hannah again. Where is the anesthetic? She asked in a clear voice. Now she had no problem and she asked, where is the anesthetic? Sadav motioned with his chin. It is as well that you came back. बड़ा अच्छा हुआ कि तुम वापस आ गई. He said. This fellow is beginning to stir. इस आदमी ने हिलना शुरू कर दिया है. He is going to be conscious. मीन्स इसका ये होश में आना शुरू हो गया है। तुमने अच्छा किया तुम आ गए। अगर ये होश में आ गया ऑपरेशन सक्सेसफुल नहीं हो पाएगा। आदमी तो बेहोशी होना चाहिए ऐसे ऑपरेशन के दौरान, नहीं तो वो ऑपरेशन ही नहीं होने देगा। शी हैड, और सिंपल सी बात है, इतने पेन होगा कि पेन से ही डेफिनेटली लोग सहन नहीं कर पाते हैं। शी हैड द बोटल एंड सम कॉटन इन हर हैंड, बट हाउ शैल आई डू इट, शी आस्क्ड। सिंपली सैचुरेट, सिंपली डिप द कॉटन एंड होल्ड इट नियर हिज नॉस्ट्रिल्स। भाई थोड़ा सा बस भिगो लो कॉटन को और उसके नॉस्ट्रिल्स के पास, उसके नाक के पास ले जाओ। सडाव रिप्लाइड विदाउट डिलेइंग, विदाउट मेकिंग एनी डिले फॉर वन मोमेंट द इंट्रिकेट मीन्स डिफ़िकल्ट डिटेल ऑफ हिज वर्क। वो अपना जो काम कर रहा था ना उसमें से रुका नहीं वो। वाई डेंट ही स्टॉप? बिकॉज इट वॉज very very crucial. He could not stop even for the 1/10 of a second, otherwise the man could die. So उसने रुके बगैर ये सारे इंस्ट्रक्शंस हाना को दिए। and we can assume here that Hana was a very helpful woman. Although she was not a medical student, although she had no knowledge about the medical field, still she was helping her husband, and it was due to her being a good human being. She also wanted to help that person. She also wanted to help her husband. Whatever he was doing, she was full of respect for her husband. When he breathes badly, move it away a little. जब वो जोर जोर से सांस लेना शुरू कर दे तो हटा लेना तुरंत. So these were the instructions given by So now I think we have read a lot of today. Lot of things have been covered today. So enough for today. Let us continue tomorrow. Till then, my dear students, take care. Bye.